Here are the steps to complete the Qualifications section of an application for registration. The steps you take here will vary depending on your situation, so please take care to choose the correct options. Select the Qualifications module. Click Update. To find out about qualifications to be registered as a teacher or early childhood teacher, click the hyperlink Relevant Qualifications. When you're ready to proceed, click Add Qualification. For the purpose of this example, we're going to indicate we have ITE and EC qualifications. ITE stands for Initial Teacher Education, EC for Early Childhood. Click Next. Select the country and state where you obtained your qualifications. Click Next. Choose the provider where you obtained your qualifications. You can choose from a list in the box marked Search Accounts, where your provider's name would probably appear. But if you don't see it, tick I can't find my provider, and you can free type the name in the box marked Other Provider. Choose the name of your qualification. Again, if the name doesn't appear when you type in the qualification box, tick My qualification is not listed, and you can free type in the Other Qualification Name box. Click Next. Here is where you indicate the start date and the completion date of your qualification. Note, the completion date is not your graduation date or the date of your last class. Even if you have finished your last class, your course is not completed until you have received official evidence that you have completed the qualification. This is important. If you completed your qualification in the past and you've received the official evidence that you completed the qualification, that is, your evidence of completion and your official academic transcript provided by your education provider, then you can choose a date in the past. Choose the approximate date when you received your official academic transcript and type it in the box marked Completion Date. However, if you are a current student applying early or applying after you've finished your final class, but you haven't yet obtained your evidence of completion and your official academic transcript provided by your education provider, then you must tick the box marked I have not yet completed this course. And you must choose a date in the future and type it in the box marked Completion Date. If your provider has indicated a date when you will receive your evidence of completion and academic transcript, type in that date, as long as it's a date in the future. If you don't know the date, choose any date. For example, you can choose the very next day if you want, as long as it's a day in the future. VIT can then progress your application as soon as the provider contacts VIT with evidence of your completion. Click Next. Complete your student number, also, if applicable, your VTAC number. Click Next. Next, you select your teaching area and primary specialisations. You can Control-click to select multiple options. Note, this information is for statistical use. Answer it to the best of your ability, but if your answer is not 100% accurate, it won't affect the progress of your application or have any bearing on the type of registration you'll ultimately be granted. If you are entering early childhood qualifications, you'll see this screen displayed. Here is where you indicate that you hold a qualification approved or recognised by the Australian Children's Education and Care Quality Authority, or ACEQA. If you are currently completing your qualification, or if you've just graduated, you'll only need to tick the first choice, ACEQA Approved Early Childhood Teacher Qualification. If, however, you completed your qualification in the past, you may need to choose one of the other options. If you don't already know which of these options to tick, you need to stop the application here and contact ACEQA before you can proceed. Click Cancel. Then click Home at the top of the screen. And then at any point in time, go back into your application by clicking Apply for Registration. Once you have filled in your completion date, student number, teaching area and specialisations, click Next. Your qualification is marked as Submitted. Click Continue. The Qualifications module on the application page is now showing green Review status. You can proceed with the rest of your application and submit it. If you entered a completion date in the past because you have all the official evidence that you've completed your qualification, you can upload it. Most applicants will be asked for two documents: evidence of completion and academic transcript. If you have received both in the same document, you'll need to attach that same document twice, once as your evidence of completion and also as your academic transcript. In this case, if you only upload the document once, you won't be able to proceed. First, you need to select File Purpose. Select Evidence of Completion. Then you upload the relevant document. Next, you select File Purpose Academic Transcript and upload the relevant document. Some applicants will be asked to provide evidence of supervised teaching days. Some early childhood teaching applicants will be asked to provide other evidence from the list, such as a CEQA Certificate of Equivalency for equivalent early childhood teacher. To double check that your application is ready to proceed, make sure you've chosen the correct type of registration that matches the qualification you've uploaded, and if you don't have your documentation, that you have ticked the box marked "I have not yet completed this course."